Alright, we're back. So, while I was gone, I decided that I'm just gonna. Since the quests are leveling up so quickly, it makes it so that, like, I can't switch to my level 60s to level them anymore because the quests become red and say, hey, you can't do this, you're not level 62 or whatever. So, I decided that I'm just gonna be using my red mage to level up. You know, he's already level 70, which means he can go through all the quests, and he's still getting the experience boost up to level 80. So I think I'm going to follow this trend where I'm going to be playing a character that is above the level, but I won't let them get above 80 until like the final expansion, because well, the experience boost only works till 80. And so if I get 1 to 80, there's no reason to level him at that moment. I should go to someone who is lower leveled so they can get the boost before it runs out. I heard it runs out in 3 weeks. I mean, 3 months after you make your character. So yeah, I want to get the most use out of it as I can. But for right now, he's level 70, which means he still has another 10 levels to go before he reaches that point. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay, let's continue the story. Right then, Gyoido should be coming around soon. I think it is time we had a little chat, don't you? Then punch him? Punch him in the face? Hard? Please! Rise and shine, little fishy. I know you can hear me, so stop pretending to be asleep or I'll give you another ride on my boot. No more boots! All my secrets are yours for the asking. Tell us what you know about Yagiri and Kotetsu, every last detail. And if I found out later that you lied to me... No more lies! The clear, unvarnished truth, you have my word. Only the samurai did I meet. Yes, only him. He asked after a ship, so I provided an introduction to the Garleans. You mean you led him into a trap as you did us, because you are an Imperial spy? No, I am no spy. It was just business. Fewer ships pass through the Kugane these days, and we have struggled to make ends meet. So when the Garleans offered a bounty for any dolmens found in Kugane... Oh, my mistake. You're not a spy, but a common cutthroat. Not that I'm surprised. You need half a brain to be a spy. So what happened to the samurai? Hey, that rhymed. You need half a brain to be a spy, so what happened to the samurai? Sorry. Such cruel, vicious tongue you have. You would not go quietly. No. Besides, we're drawn. Men were cut down. And the sexy Gumi came. They took the samurai away. Hold on a moment. You mean to tell me that Hold on. The Ijin they arrested the other day was Gosetsu? Oh, had I but known. If he's in the custody of Setsugumi, I need... Sexy Gumi. The sexy Gumi. Whatever. Sekisei Gumi. Whatever. I need only see to it that the requisite funds find their way into the right official's hands, and your friend will walk free. As it is in Ul'dah, so it is in Kugane. But given the circumstances, it seems we have no choice but to resort to morally questionable means. We'll make a pragmatist out of you yet, Master Alphanod. How much money are we talking here? You are free to wait here while I speak to the relevant official, but if you would rather wait for Gosetsu outside the barracks, we can go there together. I wouldn't put it past the Imperials to try something again, so mayhap it would be best if at least Zemroth and I joined you. Alright, but what about Gyoido? I will keep an eye on him for the time being. We can release him after you return with Kotetsu. He will doubtless have some choice words to say to the little fellow. Soroban, mayhap, it would be prudent to prepare your ship for our immediate departure. As you wish. Everything is in order? Then let us be off. The sexy Gumi, I'm just going to call him that. The sexy Gumi barracks are to the north. I think it's Sixen Gumi, but sexy Gumi sounds funnier. Or more funny. Funnier a word? I think the correct thing is more funny. Maybe. Water's good. Alright. I must ask that you wait here. You may be assured that this will not take long. Is it really going to be as simple as he said? Is it really going to be as simple as he says, do you think? What? I have to just keep clicking this? You said it wouldn't take long, right? Because this feels a bit long to me. It's been like 20 seconds, lady. Keep your pants on. Calm down, Lise. Everything is going to be alright. Much as I hate to admit it, I'm sure Hancock's dim view of government officials and their supposed I share Hancock's dim view and their supposed incorruptibility. From what I have gained in the Far East, they're probably exchanging lengthy pleasantries. There seems to be a correct way to do everything here, bribery being no exception. I say we leave them to it, right, Zimroth? Right. Everything's fine. Probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as last time we stood around waiting for something to happen. That's called a flag. Where'd the guards go? Where is everybody? Something's not quite right here.
How about you?
What the?
Was that? That was Gazetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble.
Oh, I need to turn up the volume after this scene.
Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
That guy.
Victory to the samurai!
Oh. Training.
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Gazetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
I'd like to hear the explanation, please.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
Yes.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Ah, and we had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Yes, you were completely useless. Oh! 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 Why is that samurai following us? Okay. I'm gonna turn up the sound. Sorry about that, I forget. I must apologize. That you endured such trials and tribulations in search of me. There was no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes? It just so happens that we have found a willing captain. Truly, what fortune! Well, we will tell you all about it when we get back to the company offices. Alphanod and Tataru are waiting for us there. Oh wait, I should attune my home point to this. Yosetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alphanod, I am very picture of health. You vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the kami are to give me vengeance so soon. But first I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir. Gladly would I return to you your coin, had I not been forced to repay a certain gambling debts beforehand. Setting that matter aside for the moment, where is Lady Yugiri? Was she not traveling with you? For a time, aye. But we parted ways some while ago, to better improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien? Or Hien? Forgive me, I've yet to explain. Lord Hien is heir to the Doma throne, and our master. He was a passionate voice for the cause of Doman liberation, and when we learned of the Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So he seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Xenos led his army onto your lands. The Crown Prince was a merciless foe. Against him, the might of the 12th we had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yugiri to take sail with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they may have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried on our doomed war, and then one day in a fierce battle we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was bound for beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yugiri's aid. The situation grows more perilous by the day. For a new viceroy, Yotsuyu is the black-hearted villainess who delights in tormenting our people. There are naught she would not do to further her pursuit of Lord Ian. Thank you. I believe that makes matters good and a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we have come to the aid of the Dolmen Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow the Imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries have bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othard. Once there, I can lead you to our headquarters in Yanza, where we are all be reunited with Yugiri. Mayhap not all. Alphinaud's talents would seem better applied here in Kugane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is a Garlean emissary just down the road after. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. I was like, this would be like the first storyline where Alphinaud is like not going with us if he really stays behind. He's like pretty much been there like the whole time from the beginning. As a soldier in the field, so to speak, come now, brother. A competent commander assigns soldiers to tasks best suited for them, as you of all people should know, and you are very good at espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve each in our own way. Very well, it would seem my place is here. Thoraban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. All the way over there, huh? Kind of weird when I'm doing something like around my table or something like that. My avatar just kind of goes like, oh. Okay, there we go. All right. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed. My ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, my shelled friend. If you insist with me, everyone, the Ruby Sea awaits. El Rubio Seal. No really reason to do that whole map scene just for moving 2 inches on it.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun. A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Dang, that's the biggest Jenga tower I've ever seen. Look at that thing. That's a freaking huge Jenga tower. How wide and beautiful she is. The Ruby Sea filled with promise and adventure and treasures. Many wonderful treasures. One does not simply cross the Red Sea. Now, in order to reach the shores of Othard, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparations, to invest the Confederacy to claim your vessel and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the ruby fine, thereby earning you blessing of the pirate lords. So let us go greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me, Zemroth. Why don't we jump in and swim for it? I've had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. Wait, what? Are they serious? They're gonna make me swim. Come on, man. Why you gotta be like that? Oh, I should prepare. Oh, good. Right. All repaired and ready to go. It's time to swim, I guess. They're really making me do this. Why? I mean, I get that she wanted to swim. Why didn't they just let me take the boat? And now my cloak is all wet, and it's going to be slowing me down. Because have you ever worn a fully wet set of clothes? It's heavy. Alright, this should be easy, and good way to loosen up before the next fight, whatever comes. 20 Gil says I beat you there. Well, it doesn't help that I don't get to move until a few seconds after army left. What the? Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The one whom we must speak to is a man named Tansui. I fear you have the advantage of me. What? Most honorable and esteemed Zemroth Skyshatter, I am Tatsumi, a humble mate who served at the pleasure of the Confederacy's captain. As you are in the company of the Shellback, I assume we have business to discuss. You wish to pay the ruby fine, yes? With your guild, perhaps? It's just that, well, foreign currencies are in demand. it's just as well. Foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay for their passage to Othar. Does this sum meet your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely unless you tripled it. Do you take me for a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Pugani, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms, and its wise are cautious to shirk our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen their knives in anticipation. Meaning, Sir, you've got to come quickly. The batters are at it again. I tried to convince them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. A proposition. Your comments strike me as worthwhile. Strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before a koban, so I shall consider their thine paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that man, but at least the matter of our fine is settled for now. What was that the other pirate was talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Or Old Mutant Merchant Turtle, I guess. Doesn't quite have the same ring, does it? Oh, is it like a volcano? Is this like a... It's like molten rock? Yeah, look, there's the volcano stuff. Lava. Okay. Is that a freaking hammerhead shark just floating above the water? Flying shark. I was like, is this a graphical error? But no, it's a flying shark. I guess that's the thing. Don't you dare attack me right before it ends. Seriously, that'd be really annoying.
Gentlemen, I'm told you are most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Oh yeah, the red shells work for the
Gentlemen,
Empire.
surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent. And the acting viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own. Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while, our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
What are we waiting for? Come on, Sorban can't have gone far. Though, now that I think of it, it is passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he would not wish to be seen by his Kojin brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to the Confederate encampment. Long walk. Bombfish? The frig is a bombfish? Oh. Forgot about these things. Being a bitch. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons. As you may have guessed, I was reluctant to be seen in your company, by my red brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray you do not misinterpret their intentions as a reflection of our allegiances as a whole. So, you understand, Kami be praised. Too often are shell less quick to judge all cogent for the deeds of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansui has concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so now. Oh, that reminds me, Zermath, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederate of our plans? The more they know of our movements, the less likely we are being mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. Oh, you're one of the agents from the beach, leaving us already. No need to pay the fine, like Tansui said. On the other hand, if you were to pursue our wares and find anything to your liking, we would be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. What wares? Gravity. Ouch. Oops, wrong button. I like the dual cast system. You have spoken to the Confederates up above, then? Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. All aboard. Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait. Suli said that the viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Asari chance be the village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer to come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. I'm on a boat! Here we are. I am reasonably certain that none bore witness to our approach. And with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soroban. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrious merchant. Oh, you are much too kind, sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best. I hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived in Othard, and now all we need to do is, liberate Doma? A simple task. Ah, yes, that. Look, daunting though it is, we do have one thing in our favor, the elements of surprise. Unlike Gir Abana, the Imperials don't know we're here. Oh, they probably do. They had spies all throughout the city, didn't they? Admittedly, that may be our only advantage considering how few of us there are. Well, I expect the Doman Liberation Front will even up the odds a bit. But before that, we need to see if this fishing village Tatsumi was talking about. Yes, it's a rock. It may well be. I smell ceruleum on the breeze. What the frig is cerulean? Are they just gonna flat out execute people for being Doman?
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Oh, that guy. How many times do I have to kick his butt before he finally learns?
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very dull. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember?
He kind of reminds me of the stereotypical owner of a brothel. Is kind of what she looks like. I've never actually been to a brothel, but I've read a lot of manga, and some manga include them, and she's kind of giving off that vibe.
'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom.
It's not freedom.
I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was
He's just a
detained
kid.
by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane, but we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
I was gonna say, what's stopping them from lying?
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
He must be guilty of something, so kill him. He looks like he's just a kid, barely an adult, like in his late
I have
teens.
a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I
pervert.
want you to shoot those two over there.
What?
Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
Oh, I'm getting freaking Holocaust vibes here. Kill the old, the weak, and elderly and young because they can't work, and force the strong and healthy to work till their deaths in the gulag. Oh, not gulags. That's Russia. The internment camps. So dumb. And she looks like she's taking joy out of this. She's freaking sadistic.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Saw that coming. I don't know what to say here because judging by what I've done in the story, I could easily take them all, but if we ran out, they'd probably put the civilians in harm's way. But it looks like they're already in harm's way. They might be able to escape if we attack, but at the same time, they might just be shot outright. I don't know what to do here. Yes.
He's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage.
Yeah, see? Probably shoot them outright is what
We
I was
must
thinking.
consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
Yeah, it's not really comforting.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugane.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle.
You mean the Jenga
Now,
tower?
leave this place. I must go.
I must go. My people need me.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
I hope he cuts off her hand.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Freaking psychopath.
Well now, this is a surprise.
Cut her hand off.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
I hope she gets lung cancer. I hate it as much as you do, maybe even more. Every fiber of my being was crying out to intervene, but what's done is done. Gosetsu's gamble has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek the distant tower, yes? For want of a better idea, I say we do just that. We will, while taking care to avoid the Imperials. Guess I just can't run through the city. Okay. Do I have to go through the water? Why is this like making me swim? Swimming's so slow. If I... Nope. I can't execute. I thought maybe I could use my speed. Does sprint work well for me? Oh yeah, it does. I really wish that sprint didn't have such a long cooldown. I can understand it having a cooldown in combat, but what about out of combat? Should be able to sprint. Location. You. We seem to have evaded their patrols so far. Surprised they don't have to. See, it's a giant Jenga tower. I knew it. What is that tower anyway? I've never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and that tower is known as the Heaven on High, a mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Alpanod. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they're a good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, they could have picked them up. Well, someone's hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Demon Walrus! Calm down. We have nothing to do with... Wait, what am I doing? They can't possibly understand us. Probably not, no. Time to run, Lise. We have our strength for... we save our strength for any that give chase. You too, Zemroth. They're walruses. I fought dragons. Like, literally giant, fire-breathing dragons. Why would I be afraid of a walrus? What the? Looks like this one was a baby one or something. I mean, granted, it's a demon frog walrus thing, and I can't imagine those tusks are very helpful for anything. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise, what a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyways, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. We'd have to sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Oh, there's a settlement here, and they've even got their own aetheryte. Wait a minute. I've seen that standard before. It was when we met with Tansui, which means this place belongs to... Oh. What the... Eastern Bow, huh? It would seem that we have found a Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Gosetsu bade us to seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor. The self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they were unlikely to ask us for the thine. What wind brings you hither, of all places? Were you not bound for Orthart's shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject. No? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me, I will take you to Captain Rasho. Just like that, an audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me, I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use the Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant's Toll. Greetings, you must be Rasho, leader of the Confederacy, and so on. I realize that it's a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I've probably broken half a dozen rules of the Far Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand that we're in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who receive manners and traditions can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated. Speak your heart. Gosetsu, former leader of the rebellion. Aye, I know of him. Why he bade you to petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When the Doma was invaded to the Empire 25 years ago, we did not rush to her defenses. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of Ishar? The Garleans have long maintained a presence in this region, and we would be... God. And we would be fools to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes? With guile and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It is imperative that all of our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us to openly engage the Imperials at a time would endanger everything that we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of lives saved, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Garleans declare war on the Confederacy? Here, hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality, if you would excuse us. I mean, they can't know that we're here if you leave no survivors. Just saying. December. I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Gosetsu told us to come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thoughts exactly. I'm glad to hear we're of the same mind. 'Tis little wonder they refuse. We have done not to persuade them, but the real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, with what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we all know that, we will know how to earn their trust. Ah! Ouch. Not a door. Arms crate. And they're just sitting here and letting me look through their weapons. These armor have been piled up haphazardly. They displayed no signs of recent use or maintenance. Bankai? A number of crates and barrels have been stored here. A cluster inspection, however, most are empty. Taking an interest in the ship at Good Eye yet. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was a beauty. The Confederacy favors flotillas of smaller ships to capture and board errant vessels. The larger ones, like the ffxiv, only take part in major engagements. Not that we had any of those recently, but with those Imperial throwing their weight around, if it wasn't for them, well, no use moaning about what you can't change, eh? There? Yeah, they're gonna make me go all the way up these stairs. Had a good look around, and you just need to wait for Lise. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to ask as many people as I could. Just as Tansui said, they have no indication of standing up to Yotetsu. I don't know if you two got a different impression. I agree. It's obviously that they're struggling to survive, and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it is inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later. And deep down, they all know it. The only thing holding them back at the moment is the belief that they lack the strength to survive with the coming war. So we need to prove to them that we're not all talk, that we can be valuable allies in the fight. And what better way to demonstrate our worth than by seeking out people with mundane problems and offering them an expert's assistance? Wouldn't it be the first time we've had to earn someone's trust by helping them out with this and that? And you know, it won't be the last. I'll look at around the western region and Onokoro. You two take the east. Good luck. You have learned the Eastern Bow. Boomy. Tommy, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? A new recruit from far-flung shores? Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Okomo below and receive him medicine for my men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly. What? Only drop off the areas that don't have railing or something. So it's like a barrier around the other ones. Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. Well, that was simple. How pitiful the lot of Domen unable to stomach the sea. A true Confederate could raise dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return to where he came. You strike me as a strong, capable individual. I have a job for you. Whatever it Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a Guki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you were at it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat. Ain't gook tails, you know. But I did say that you would need to be a courageous sword, and I meant it. The beast was young. I thought it was young. It was a lot smaller than the other ones around it. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. You there, you. Have you seen a bumbling clod of an aura? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Onokoro. He is late in returning. A strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue. Perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back here by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. Wanna fly? Wanna fly? Ugh. I'm guessing that's like a world boss thing. Probably one of those ones that I don't want to face alone. Yeah, I wish you could see how much health they have. You can see the health bar, but you can't see the numerical value of it. Like, that's one way to tell for sure if something's like a boss or something like that. Like, if the average enemy has like 1,000 HP and then one NPC has like 50 million, you know it's like, what the? Target not in range, it's right here. Oh, that doesn't take a bit. Meat from its tail? Its tail looks like the least meaty part of it. I don't know, is the rest of it poisonous? Or does it just not taste that good? Oh, that's pretty. What the frig? He casts about for the Confederate recruitment, but see no one matching his description. No one matching his description? I don't see no one matching anyone's description because there's no one here. And no one matching his description. And you spy a young Ari man lurking behind the rocks to the west. Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own, and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in the boat and pushed her out into the current, and till the current claimed it. For the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, she strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil has ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onoko. She must have made peace with the life and placed her faith in us to live on. I mean, okay. So he was waiting for a boat with a dead body to come back. Every society has their rituals and beliefs and things like that. Maybe it's just their way of mourning, I guess. But what happens if it did come back? Why does this shift? Why does it shift and shudder still? Medicines, give me here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but it would do naught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. I'm lazy, I don't want to walk all the way. Even though it's not that far of a distance. So what of my crew? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for a funerary vessel? Huh. So rarely does he give voice to his thoughts that I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of gratitude. Yeah, I hit 4 million gold! You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of young Valkyrie corpse? I see, I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Would that I could have tended to my own kill, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Valkyrie as game. But as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused if possible. Hold on. It's impossible. A prudent measure became necessary. Alas, stretch. With every passing day, our future grows more uncertain. With this day, we shall have full bellies, and in that it must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Guki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Oh, hiccup. The Doman was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it's not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to his life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain was too once of Doma, though he cast aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too would renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tajdi unfolded all. Think of my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Now that you mention it, lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Darndest thing. I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to cull the thieving regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, it ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and make sure you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Yay, I get to hold rotting fish. Put sun-ripened chum. What? I mean, why would these sharks come after rotting fish when they can just go after a normal fish in the water? I don't know. Whatever. Blech. What the? Oh. Turtle Man. Oh, Kami be praised. I did not know what I've done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. I haven't seen them. Have you? Darn. Before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Domin. They're Yotetsu's catchers, I know it. First Isari, and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Ah, there you are, Zamrath. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise had made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. I would like to think that we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Kojin mercenaries routed up Domin Confederates. Clearly Yotsu has crossed the line now. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny that this changes everything. At least I should like to think that he cannot.
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
Yeah, kinda.
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh. If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path. Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Ask me again later.
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade, and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own.
Yeah.
The how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Does that mean yes? I mean, he never said yes or no. He could turn this back on us later, can't he? Oh, it's food. Though alone you will deal with the Koji. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Koji. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red, while those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. They have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Belko. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your side. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where is Lise? We cannot leave without her. Dang, suddenly there's a ton of quests here. Semroth, what is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You're worried you won't be able to live up to our promises. No, not at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Yada and my father had already... 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Yeah, my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped that I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Please, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we are not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? Before we first traveled to Ger Albania, I was in Limsa Lubitsa, visiting a friend, a young child who had been through a great deal. That is neither here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie, and that which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I had always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless, I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when this is all over. Zemroth too, and I won't take no for an answer. What about Yashoda? We never hear the end of it. Alright. Yashoda too, once she's better. Deal. Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Is that the boat with the dead body? I'm curious to go out there and check, but I don't want to swim. It takes forever to swim. Oh, it looks like I have to go that way anyway. Oh, there we go. Why does it keep making you swim? Why are you just kind of sitting here? I wonder if I use the speed boost when out of the water, will I swim faster in the water? Am I moving faster? I want to say no. Oh, I can't get rid of it. Oh wait, yes I can. Just have to... I want to say I'm going the same speed. Why does it say that there's an Aetherite right here? I don't see nothing. I can't look up either. This is as far as it lets me look up. Now I can look up. Ah, giant tower. Oh, I don't see any Aetherite. Alright. I think this is the Isle of Bedco. Though, to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands are around here. Rasho said that the cave that would lead us to their village, said that there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Oops. Is there water down there? Can I jump? Is that water or land? I want to say it's water. Here's hoping. What? Oh, I was not expecting that. Usually in games, this landing in water doesn't hurt you. Was it because of the mount, or was it because of just landing it? Like, would that happen if I wasn't on a mount? Hello? Well, let's test it without the mount. I feel like I could jump down through there. Let's see. No mount? Does it work? Ouch! Oh my gosh, I almost died. Okay. Note to self. The game's realistic when it comes to sudden water collision.
Is that light I see up ahead?
That's supposed to be an aetheryte? Oh, I see. We're underwater. And that's where the aetheryte was, right? That's an interesting aetheryte
We
shape.
appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Soroban, what are you doing here?
What a curious question. I live here.
Yeah.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
How fortunate it is that we found a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. Jeez. They got freaking huge shoulder pads. What the? I'm hardly wearing anything on this one. So tell me, my friends, what strange ties bear you to our home? Sorry about that. That is indeed most dire predicament, but perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable agreement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader, Bunchin. It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Whoa! That matter, right?
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
You talking without any words actually coming out.
So, you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
She's not very good at negotiations.
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power, and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our red brothers live by the sword, we blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the red falls unjustly upon the blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
There is a way that the Red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Sodoban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure. The Yasa no Kari no Manga. This Jew is this most sacred of Kojin relics. Is in possession of King Gashi until they decided to present it to the Garleans in gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, so they plotted to seize the vessel, bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, although they succeeded, in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to sea. We wished to recover this sacred jewel before our brothers. However, we were to come in conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turned. So you want us to search the ocean floor for its treasures. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, drowning? Fear not. There's a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing, but first, you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral and several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested, unqueued carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells, and these can look for the coral. Zemrath, would you go and find the Kiku and retrieve its carapace? You're giving me the hard job. That's it. Whee! Oh, hiccup. I mean, how many do I need to kill for the carapace? Oh shoot! I guess I have to jump for that. I thought I could just ride off. I didn't realize it would make me just fall straight down, not carry my momentum forward. Have you a blue carapace? How splendid! How splendid they are! The communists shall be most pleased, I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted, and I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though. I realize now you may have met yours. These shells more than suffice for our purpose. Next, we shall make ready for to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you'll be able to move freely through the depths and find the Eorzea no Magnata Blah. Out of curiosity, how large is the sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The ruby sea is not exactly small. Ha ha ha, surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wish you to explore is but a small fraction of the ruby sea. Already we have scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory to no avail. All that remains is the region in the west. The shell list of the Sui no Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You will do well to visit them first. Shell-less? You mean Kojin are the only ones that live under the sea? Under the sea! Under the sea! Of course not. The region have been here for as long as I can remember. Shiosai, the overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike you have never known? Then let's go to the western part of the village. The water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea. The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends. Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood. O Kami of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
What about the pressure?
Strange. I don't feel any different. Are you sure it worked?
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Eorzea?
Oh, like a fish, in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Why is it doing all these dramatic poses for this?
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
I don't know about you, but if I go into water that deep, my head will start hurting. There's just too much pressure at a certain point. I feel pressure in my head when I dive like in a 12-foot pool. Not a lot, mind you, but I feel some. Can't imagine being that deep below the ocean.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Wouldn't it be nice if it was just as simple as that to be able to breathe underwater?
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Dolphins? Seahorses? Manta rays, okay.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Kosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Just a small task.
Should you become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
find that treasure in no time. Come on!
Is this the first mount I get of the expansion? Oh, under Sovereign's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. What, really? Oh, okay. Underwater sediments like Tamazir and Suino Sato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave deep water, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep water while swimming on the surface, press Ctrl plus spacebar. Should you become separated from your steed, speak to Sovereign. Hold plus save spacebar. Right. You and all your flying mounts have received Kojin's tribute. Ancient blessings can now breathe underwater indefinitely. To dive, you must first be swimming in a body of water that allows diving. Next, you simply need to descend as you would with a flying mount. If you are riding a flying mount, you can go from flying to diving by descending into the water at the proper angle. There are special emotes such as water flip that can only be done while underwater. These emotes are indicated in the unique icon. Okay. Wow. Wait, it says any mount. Like, so my flying mount, so see. Oh, there's no difference between this and the manta ray. Well, that seems like a good stopping point. 2 hours. So I'm gonna call it for now, but however, I'm going to be on again tomorrow, and then I'm taking Tuesday and Wednesday off, like I said. That's gonna be my plan from right now. So tomorrow I'll be on, the day after, the 2 days after, the day after, and the day after that, I'm not going to be on. Okay. Because that's usually when updates happen and stuff. So, see you guys next time.